All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can see behind me, as you guys seen a little bit earlier, we finally got the Corolla off the trailer and we got it on into the shop and on the lift. Yes, we finally got a lift in the shop. It's finally operational. Man, it is pretty sweet. It is not new. It is a used lift or whatever, but hey, man, we finally got one in the lift and it's gonna make working on cars so much easier. This car is the very first car on the lift, so we're kind of using it to kind of see like if it has weight for a certain period of time, you know, how the bolts were gonna either get loose or whatever, so we can keep adjustment. So being that this is the first time the car's in the air, I want to show you guys pretty much that this car is pretty clean underneath. And obviously it's gonna have like some surface rust on some of the parts or whatever. The subframe is kind of like scraped up and then surface rust builds up on it. The exhaust is just dangling. But as you guys can see, man, like this car is solid underneath. That was a major concern of buying a car that not only is from the 80s, but also that's been abandoned in the field for like 24 years. But like I said, I mean, look, like the diff is all messy, but whatever. And again, everything's just pretty much like some light surface rust. I looked everywhere underneath the car. There is nowhere that the car has any holes that are pretty much going through to the floorboard. The only real rust, like I said, is like pretty much on here on the quarter panel, where I guess like a bunch of bond or whatever just kind of like flaked off. You have some pieces here, here, and then on the other side of the car, like I even got a little hanger for my exhaust. On the other side of the car, I got some surface rust here, pretty much on the fender well, but like I said, on the wheel well, I mean. But like, yeah, the car looks pretty good. The car looks complete. I'm pretty stoked on this, like I said. So if you guys are new to the channel, like this video, leave comments, and by all means do subscribe to the channel, because now I finally feel like we're getting into some fun stuff that I've been stoked about for a while, which is building some of these cars. So like we have this car that, you know, I got about a month and some change ago, and I have some plans with it. And then we also have Davis G35 that we're already prepping and getting started. Have a lot of the parts already kind of laid out. So yeah, this car is already getting progress made. But to kind of go ahead and leave everybody off a little bit, I did finally order the motor that I'm going with for this car. The motor did arrive, and the motor is actually sitting right here. So yeah, it showed up yesterday actually. Showed up yesterday. My buddy went and signed for it, got it delivered. It's in the package, so let's go ahead and actually open it up and see what motor it is. All right, so most of you guys already know what motor I went with, because everybody knows that I can't stop talking about this. So for those who don't know, this will kind of be like an unboxing reveal for you guys. So yeah, I'm really stoked about this. It's open. Bam. So if anybody gets the Beams motor, you're probably cheating, because I probably already told you. So yeah, so this was the motor I went with. There's like too much out there to make this such an easy swap. Then it makes sense at the end of the day. Like, why go try to reinvent the wheel if this is such a proven motor? And a lot of people are doing this, so there's a lot of information out there for it. And then yeah, like I said, there's shops that can make this pretty much an easy swap to go with. So at the end of the day, it was an easy choice. And on top of that, it didn't break the bank. I mean, this engine and this whole entire swap setup is not expensive at all. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked on this motor. I'm like super excited to get this motor in. But before I even go that far, I have a challenge kind of like for myself. So what I want to do is just kind of like put this off to the side for now. Start ordering everything that I got to order for this, for like the motor mounts, transmission mounts, the dry shaft, pretty much everything like that. Get everything kind of ready. And then I want to see if I can get the original motor in that car turning over and running under its own power to see. I mean, even if the engine's knocking, even if the engine's locked or whatever, like see if I can get it turning on just to see if it could in reality, because the car's been sitting for 24 years in the field. It's been abandoned for a while. I mean, I kind of mentioned that quite a few times. So I think it would be kind of cool if the car can run under its own power, even if it is for 2 minutes before I cut everything out and get everything ready for the beam swap. So yeah, I think actually that's going to be like the next video content for the car is, can the original motor actually work and drive, and does the car have it, or is the motor pretty much too far gone? I don't know. Let's see what happens. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm excited about this build. I'm probably gonna just leave it at there. I'm not gonna do anything else with it. I'm not gonna have any ideas of trying to turbo this motor. So yeah. Or should I put this motor in the BRZ? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, while you're down there, you want to go ahead and check all the gears engaged? Yeah, it checks out, man. I'm gonna say, like, this engine is gonna be pretty cool. I'm saying, like, it's a pretty cool setup. I say it's not expensive at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that have these cars or ever thought about swapping it have already looked up the price of these. I'm super stoked about this. I'm excited. Like, while I get everything on order to pretty much get this engine and this drivetrain in the car, I'm going to just pretty much mess around with the original motor, see if I can get it started. So if you think I could, cool. If you think I can, again, cool. I don't know, leave comments below. Let me know what you think. So if you guys were wondering why the BRZ was loaded up on the trailer, it's because this weekend, which is a 4-day weekend for us, so technically it'll be on Monday. Me and Ash are actually going to take our cars down to the track and actually have a little fun test tune kind of day. Some things that we need to touch up on his tune to kind of like make his car run perfect to the way he likes it. And then as far as mine, we're going to do the same thing, kind of open up the tune a little bit. Yes, the motor's back to original and it's back to stock, but the tune is on for the headers, and I'm going to change it over to E85. What I didn't know before was Ash's car was actually on 91. So when I was running the car before, it was actually on E85. So and the car's actually still running, but it's kind of stupid to pretty much be running that condition. So I'm just loading it up, and the next time it comes off the trailer, hopefully it has the 85 tune on it. So therefore the car can actually run right and not be, you know, pretty much hurting itself the entire time. So stay tuned to the next video for that, because like the next video will be pretty much me taking the car out finally and getting a chance to drift it again. All right, guys, so this is the current condition of the engine, how I got it. The valve covers are all obviously covered in crap, but it is an 80s car, so let's be honest, that's kind of normal. The carburetor is kind of open, some wiring harness, all the spark plug cables are off, but everything's here. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can mess around with this and get this engine. You think I should?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to buy some spark plugs if you're gonna try that shit.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like obviously I'm gonna do some stuff to kind of get the engine to where I think it should be at. Like probably new oil filter, new spark plugs. The cables should probably be enough. I doubt the fuel system is gonna work, so I'll probably have to go and end up throwing probably like some starter fluid in the car, or maybe some actual gas to see if it actually kicks over. And then hopefully hopefully the fuel pumps actually works. If it does, I'll be pretty tight. But I don't know, man. Like I said, like I think she could turn on. I know originally the guy that I bought it from, Adam, I know he was telling me that the engine was locked up, and at one point they were able to get it to move. So I feel like I just got to keep on going and keep on playing with it and see, can I take it the rest of the way? Can this engine actually turn on and run? And even if it sounds like crap, will it run and will it drive? Because if that's the case, I say we finish killing this motor off and just completely destroy it, having fun with the damn car before we actually bring it back into the shop and put it back into our brand new used lift that we just got installed, and actually pull this motor out and get ready to drop the beams in it. So yeah, man, I don't know what you think, James, overall about the car. I never actually really asked you.
It looks pretty good underneath. There's no rust on it. It's not fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's It should be a good project car. I'm interested to see it after it's painted and what it runs like with the new motor in it. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets it done before it leaves.
No, I mean, hopefully, I said, like, I already got a color in mind that I'm gonna go with. I already know how I'm gonna pretty much which direction I'm gonna take this car. It's all a matter of time. So me, I'd rather get the power plant already back in the car, driving under its own power before I gut everything out and choose to do the body work and paint. So I'm probably gonna go with that route first, because as long as it can drive and it can run and everything, I can always do the paint and body work down the road. It doesn't have to be done right here, right now. So yeah, I mean, like I said, overall for a car that's been in the field for 24 plus years, who knows, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, and it's from the mid 80s, this car's in really good condition. I feel like it was a really good buy. I could have probably spent a little bit more money, picked up a GTS body that was probably running and driving, but I like the fact that this car has a story behind it. The fact that it was pretty much just abandoned for a while. Rumor has it that it was like maybe the fuel system went out. So again, let's see if that actually is true or not. But it has a story. It's been sitting there for a while and it's really, really clean. And I'm actually stoked to see it actually turn on and drive, whether it's this engine or the new beams. But regardless, I want to see this car moving. So yeah, so I think that's going to wrap it up for now. Like I said, stay tuned on the ae86 hash build with the beams, motor coming. And then on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and start digging into the G35 2JZ swap. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. It helps the channel out. Leave comments on any video. Tell me what you guys want to see or what I did wrong. Tell me I'm stupid. I don't know. Maybe like you thought I should have went with a different motor. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But definitely stay tuned to the next video.